Well, I'm out here again with my good buddy Captain Tad Vandermark, and we're here on Snapper Trip number 2. You saw our episode earlier in the season, basically doing about the same thing, but some good friends of mine have sent me a new device that I had to get out and try. I called my good buddy Captain Tad. I said, Tad, we got a new item. It's called the Pro Chunker. This thing is amazing. I knew Tad had some great snapper and grouper and cobia and AJ Rex, and we could come and try the Pro Chunker out. And I'm excited to use it. It's a really neat, very unique device that I'll show you more of on the show, and it's gonna be incredible. I think you'll really be excited to see what happens today. Thanks for bringing me back out, Tad.
It's always a pleasure. I never have a boring day with you.
It's always good. Well, folks, here it is. This is an incredible new product from Captain Slaughter Tackle called the Pro Chunker. I got this thing about a week ago. This is actually a prototype, and we've been experimenting with this for quite a while. And this is something really unique that a lot of anglers are going to be really excited about, let me tell you right now. The neat thing about this is you can use it for a multitude of things, from cutting big chunks into like the Spanish mackerel, maybe the bluefish, or maybe some big chunks of bunker or menhaden, and you cut them up into pieces and you throw them in the chunker, and you can drop it back there. And the most valuable thing about this, why they call it the chunker, is it has a bottom plate that comes out as you snap the rope. The pressure on the spring is very, very tight, and it's stiff to get that to come out. So that's the beauty of it. As it hangs back there in the tide with all your chunks and all your scent going out, you don't want to feed the fish. You don't want too many chunks going out at one time, because then they eat the chunks and they don't eat your line. They get full, half the fish fill themselves up off the chunker and they're gone. Well, the beauty of this is we're able to drop this thing down there and still have all the chunks, all the scent, everything going, and we can control the flow of the chunks with that. And that right there makes a massive difference, because only a few chunks come out at a time. You just pump the rod, pump the line a couple times, and boom, the chunks go down. And you can do a controlled delivery of your chunks and your chum. That way you're not just rifling through it, and you're not out there just feeding the fish. Very effective. Very simple. I'm gonna pop the lid off. Lid comes out, gives you the room. You're gonna fill it up. And this thing is heavy duty, folks. This is all stainless steel. We've actually been testing this for a while. We've had sharks actually bite onto this thing and try to swim off with it down in the Keys. And it's built heavy duty. So anytime you're gonna drop a device like this down there in water you can't see, well, you can have an 8 or 10 foot hammerhead or a black tip or a big giant bull shark will bite the whole dang thing. So this thing is indestructible. None of your chum bags or your other chumming devices that are made today are gonna withstand that kind of attack. So I'm excited. Let's get this thing going. All right, what we're using right now is actually we're going for the mangrove snapper. So we're not gonna use the big chunks until we move to another wreck. But this thing works great. We're using the tournament chum that you'd use on your standard snapper trips, and we've put all the big chunks of it in the Pro Chunker. So now we're just gonna put the lid on and get her all ready to go. And when you put a tether on this, don't put some little rope on there. This is 1,000-pound material right here. Like I said, a big shark or a big Goliath grouper gets this, you're gonna want it tethered down, because they will break that thing off and you will lose your Pro Chunker, and you do not want that. But there you go, folks, nothing to it. All loaded up. I give myself about a 20-foot long piece of rope so I can drop it down 10, 12, even 15 feet below the boat. So this thing is great, and it's heavy. The chunk has got them down there in just a mad frenzy.
You get it down to the bottom down there, and then it takes off, you know you got a chance to catch a snap.
Fish on.
Yeah.
Fighting weird.
You can keep him coming. You just keep his head, keep
Leader
coming.
should be
like
coming
that.
up. There's the leader. It's in here snapper fishing and hook a big cobia just like that. That's what you never know here in the Gulf. These wrecks are incredible.
Wherever you're ready.
You see the power of chum though, right there. You never know what you're gonna get. Exciting. The only scary thing is I've got this on the 20-pound snapper leader, but the cobia's mouths are not very abrasive, and we should be able to get this done. Matter of fact, here he comes, Tad.
Here comes color right here.
Oh, he's pretty, Tad.
He is a pretty fish.
God, he's beautiful.
He's just not ready yet. Try to go backwards, Jay, go backwards. There you go. Okay, now just get a piece, Now come right to me with your rod tip, right to me with the head, right to me. Come right to me with the head, just like that. Just listen to me and I'll get the bitch in the boat.
You did it, buddy.
Yes.
Well, here we go. He's gonna be a kicker. But yeah, he's a little bit small. We just put him on the tape. He was only 31 inches. And here in the state of Florida, the cobia have to be 33 inches. All right. That was cool, man.
Yeah, that was sweet.
Hey, not
dude.
bad for a first fish, huh?
No. Let's keep rocking.
We just got here and started getting the chum going. We got the Pro Chunker out back, like I said. And we've got that thing running. We want to just kind of wait a while for things to kind of heat up a little bit with that thing. Let it give some time to start working. And that was literally the first bait I dropped down. This is one of Tad's spots that he brings a lot of his clients to, and it's just a big chunk of rubble on the bottom is what it is. We're in about 30 foot of water. And the nice thing about the Pro Chunker is we can get really close to the top of the wreck. Whereas your traditional chum bags, you're gonna hang right off the top, and you have to get yourself 50, 60, even 80 feet away from the wreck to get the chum down to the wreck. And a lot of people make those mistakes. They anchor too close to the wreck, and what does the chum do? It goes right over the top and out past, and it doesn't draw up those key predators off the bottom. With the Pro Chunker, we're able to drop that thing down 8 or 10 feet down below, and it's right there, pushing that chum right into where it needs to go. And we can get nice and tight to the wreck. We can see the activity on the bottom finder. We can see the fish there, and we know our chunker's down there working for us, and that thing is deadly. Really, really effective tool.
Oh, I think I got one.
You got him?
Yeah, I got another one right here. Look at this. Come on, baby.
Think it's a snapper?
Oh, it's a giant.
Oh my God, Tad, that's a huge
Grab the
one.
net. Grab the net. It's up front on the very bow. He's barely hooked, dude. Oh, he's coming off.
Oh man, that's a big man. Oh yeah! Look at that beauty! Tad, that is a 3 or 4 pounder.
Look at that.
Man, that thing is beautiful.
Stud muffin right
That
there.
thing's pushing 5 pounds maybe. That's a beautiful
monster, dude. I'm trying to get him out of there without him biting me. Oh, I had him hooked.
That
good.
chunker is putting so much down, it's getting those big ones out of the wreck. Man, that is awesome. That is a really good mang.
Look at that.
Good work.
I put it right here where you guys were using the chunker.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm telling you, it draws those bigger snappers and those groupers out of those tight crevices. They see that amount of chum coming out of that thing, and it just works incredible. That
Look
is
at that.
great.
That is some.
That's a beauty.
Get in there with your friends.
The key to it is the Pro Chunker, though. Without the Pro Chunker, we'd be like several of these other boats here that haven't gotten bit in hours. And we pulled up, dropped the Pro Chunker down, and directly shot the chunks and the chum right down to the wreck. And instantly we're getting better fish than anyone else around us. And it's all due to that Pro Chunker. That thing is amazing.